Thanks for staying with us here, TV5 News at 9. It's time now for Medical Moments with Covenant Healthcare. We always get some great advice. And joining us this morning, we have Nurse Laura Walker. We appreciate you coming back to talk to us. Today, we are talking about heat safety, so important this summer. With the warmer months here, you're really focused on keeping people safe. What are some of your top tips for preventing specifically heat-related illnesses?
All right, so I always think about the very young and the very old when it's hot out because they have less of an ability to ward off the heat. So sweating helps you cool your body down, and as we age, we lose the ability to sweat as much, so that's what puts the elderly at risk. Children love to be busy all the time, and so they just keep going until they don't anymore, and they overheat. So it's you need to be mindful during this time of year to make sure that you're drinking enough, and you should never get to the point where you're thirsty. You try and stay ahead of the game. If you are thirsty, you're already dehydrated. And honestly, most people are a little bit dehydrated just in everyday life because we tend not to drink as much as we need to. And
one of the most simple things that I've learned myself even is to keep a cup handy. If it's not around you, you're not going to keep drinking water.
Exactly. Keep the cup in your car. If you keep yourself hydrated, you actually will require less caffeine, and that took a lot for myself actually to learn, but I realized the more water I drank, the less tired I felt. So if you're dehydrated, it leads to feeling lack of ambition, that you are tired all the time, your eyes are dry, you're achy. So if you're feeling some of those symptoms, it could be dehydration itself, which is very easy to happen this time of year when the temperatures are so warm.
Oh, very true. What sort of signs should we be watching for, whether it's seniors or children or adults in general?
So when there's sudden temperature changes, I think we all, as the summer goes on and it's been 90 degrees and then we get that 70-degree day, we're all like, oh, where's my sweatshirt, or cold. Same thing happens in the spring when it's been cold all winter and it's 55, we're out there in our shorts. So anytime there's like a sudden change in the temperature, be aware of your hydration census or status. It's easy to get dehydrated any time of the year, so to make sure that you're keeping up with your fluids. Some of the symptoms you will see is, first, you want to see sweating because that's how our body's cooling itself off. As people progress into heat-related injuries, they will stop sweating, and that's when you run into difficulties.
Oh, wow.
People will get much worse. So get yourself in the shade, maybe have a fan blowing on you, limit your time outdoors if you can. If you're someone who has an outdoor job, like landscapers, you want to make sure that you're hydrated. I feel like I just keep saying that, and maybe you have one of those cooling towels. There's small little portable handheld fans that you can use. Taking breaks often.
That's really interesting. I'm learning so much here. We are also talking about when the weather is warmer, we're swimming, whether it's in a lake or a pool, a kiddie pool even. Do you have some water safety tips for us?
So yeah, anytime. The summer is great for fun activities outside. So with water safety, you want to make sure, teach your kids to swim young. If you can, don't make them afraid of the water because that often makes things worse. Teach them to float. Babies can learn how to float. So teach them to float because floating actually takes less energy than swimming. So if you get into stress, we teach kids to flip over and float.
That is so interesting. You at Covenant have some wonderful resources. You have classes all year long, whether it's water safety, heat safety, concussion prevention. How can people or groups even get involved?
So you can always reach out to us. I try to tailor the class to the needs of the people that are requesting them. So that's really the best way, is to reach out to me, and then we will go ahead and work together from there.
Wonderful. All right. Nurse Laura Walker, we will have all the information you need at WNEM.com. Just click on hot links at the top of our homepage. We appreciate your great advice. We're back in just a moment.